Okay, maybe it'll work. Babe, tell me. That's my husband. He's trying to help me to see if the YouTube stream is working. Okay. Okay, we're popping back in. It was not working before the stream, so I started it back. So we're just talking about how age is what brings you closer to ED if you are not taking care of yourself. It's important to supplement your life to make sure that you're staying balanced. So, anyways, metabolism starts to decline. Your reproductive system starts to decline because testosterone starts to decline in your 20s. Skin starts to decline in your 20s. Okay, and even your brain hits its peak in your 20s. So that's why development is extremely crucial from baby to 20s. And just teaching us how to think and how to process information. We basically get stuck in our personalities and in the way we think. I am no different than myself at 18. I am the same. I have just built upon myself since that time. And that's kind of like why it's so important and so crucial to make sure that the kids and the teenagers are good. Okay. So make sure that you're starting to create, if you're in your 20s, start creating those healthy habits. If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, it's not too late. Your body is very much like, I always liken it unto Wolverine. Like, I love Wolverine is one of my favorite X-Men characters because I think it's extremely cool that he can just regenerate himself. That is based off a true phenomenon. Like, we don't have many organs like that can do that. Like, if you cut it out, it'll grow back, whatever, or heal itself immediately. No, we're not that way. But like the liver, if you cut the liver, it will regrow itself. And the liver is like the most um resilient organ in our body, and it doesn't start to decline until your 70s. So us with liver issues in 50s, 40s, it is because of a bad quality of life. Okay. I try not to use good and bad because it could vary, but we do understand that what that looks like. No movement, stress, uh, poor eating habits. We know what healthy foods are at this point. We've been taught that. That is what you want to avoid. It is extremely important. It's not a personality trait. I feel like we have definitely make made our like a healthy, like these are healthy people. Like, this is a personality trait. No, this should be everyone. Like, oh, they're just healthy. No, everyone should be healthy. So you can remain fertile, and so you can keep that blood flowing, so that you can keep your erections firm and continue to experience pleasure throughout your entire life. It is possible. Y'all have seen the older men like Dr. Sebi. I was thinking Dr. Sebi, and I always think of this one story I shared last week of this older man who was like keeping up with his body, working out, eating healthy, and he would drink ginseng tea. That's why this is literally why I put this in my super D blend, ginseng, because he would drink it every morning, and he would just be tearing them up, all the women. Okay, so between him, he was like in his 80s, and Dr. Sebi, I always think of him because he was having babies like forever. And even the fact that y'all can have babies forever, that is so cool. I don't even know what life will be like if women could have babies forever. It does seem like we don't typically want to have as many babies these days, but I don't know. If I could have babies forever, that would like really boost my ego. That is like so cool. So if you can, why not keep your body up to the point where it can do it? You might not want to have a baby when you're 70, but like the fact that you can is like a superpower, y'all. Like, that is so cool. So make sure that you're like incorporating health starting in the 20s. Okay. Um, okay. You can't believe what that someone here over here TikTok. Who is this? Okay, Jay, not Jay Ho. He said that he's still doing great and he's 32. Yes, of course. Well, you should be. Yeah. It's just that it'll start to decline. It could start to decline in your 20s. And that's just what it is. That's just how the human body works. Now, how that manifests itself, it's it's minuscule. It's not like a big, huge shift. So it won't be like, oh, all of a sudden when you hit 30. No, it's not like that. Big changes happen gradually. So ultimately, I hate to put it so like weird but or morbid, but when you are born, you grow and then you start to decline very slowly until the end. Okay. That end is that's a big change. You changing from being alive to not is a big deal. So it's going to gradually go down, 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 everything in your body, right? And so to prolong the time that you have here to experience pleasure and all of the things, make sure that you are keeping yourself balanced. It's intentional. Okay. I the reason why I stopped on that is because everyone has their different experiences, right? So where I might decline, like for example, I said when I was in my 20s, when I got around my 20s, and that's when metabolism slows, I was like, oh, I'm getting thick because I was always skinny, right? Okay. That was my indication that I was aging, right? And that happens to all of us. We're just used to it, right? But that's an indication, right? So that was mine. Whereas someone else could have high blood pressure in their 20s, or someone else could have high cholesterol. You never know. These things are happening. People just aren't aware because we're not in tune with our bodies. And that's another reason why I'm here, to make sure that you are paying attention, because you might not know what to look for, you know? And that's important to know what to look for so that you are able to maneuver. So testosterone declining is a real thing. Metabolism decline is a real thing. How does that connect to your male health? Well, because when you're at a healthy weight, then you have healthy blood flow. When you have healthy blood flow, then you have healthy erections. That is what's key. Okay. Excess weight can also boost estrogen in your body. As a man, you don't want that, especially since it seems like the entire world is kind of working against you to have high estrogen and low testosterone. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. When it comes to the food, when it comes to the processed things like plastics, when it comes to oils that we cook our foods in, all of these things are working against you guys. So it's very important for you guys to like take the lead when it comes to health, because yes, at your age you might not be experiencing issues, but you might experience issues a little bit later, or somebody might be experiencing issues before that. And so you want to make sure that everybody knows, okay, this is what I need to do, okay, to stay healthy. So yeah. Okay. Oh, and how your skin, I said the skin starts to decline in the 20s. It's important for a multitude of reasons to keep your skin healthy. But when it comes to male health, understand that the skin is not just to be pretty. It's for it to be seen. It is an organ. It absorbs things. It absorbs nutrients, it absorbs it blocks things, you know what I mean? So it absorbs nutrients, it blocks things from coming and it's the first line of defense, basically. So you want to make sure that it stays healthy, because that all of the systems are connected. So if those things aren't healthy, if your skin isn't healthy, then it will just go all the way down to your most prized possession. Okay. So let's move on to the 30s. Now, your muscle mass starts to decrease in your 30s because of testosterone leaving from being produced in a healthy way. It's important to have muscle as a man, right? Because it is what boosts your metabolism. It also boosts testosterone. The more lean muscle mass you have, the better your testosterone levels will be. Um, Strength training is key, because that also boosts testosterone. So all of these things that are giving you health are all lead back to giving health back to your reproductive system as a man. So also in the 30s, your fertility starts to decline, not just for women, but for men as well. Um, with the testosterone issues, but it also could be affected by blood flow issues in your 30s, um, just from years of abusing your body. So it's important to make sure that you are supplementing your blood flow with like healthy foods. I always like to think of everything red is excellent for the blood flow. Everything red, like raspberries. Oh, and that's why I'm always using, hold on, let me go on here and tell them that I'm live. Beets. Oh my gosh, y'all. Beets are so good for blood flow. I love beets for blood flow. Even though I mentioned this in the live before. When it comes to blood flow, I mean, with beets, they're not as tasty, but if you juice them, they're great. And also, if you pickle them, they're pretty good. You can even add them like to a salad or something. Beets are really good when it comes to boosting nitric oxide in your body. They have healthy nitrates. I got this question before. It was like, nitrates aren't good. Well, nitrates that are in meats, like processed meats, aren't great for your body. Nitrates that are in beets are great because they help boost nitric oxide, which is basically a gas that helps to open up your blood vessels so that you are getting more blood flowing through you. So yeah, beets are really good. So raspberries, beets. What else? Oh, red peppers. What else? Red. Just think red stuff. Nature is so easy. It gives you exactly like it makes it's color codes things. Isn't it so cool? Like so even like I learned when I was in herbalism school that what plants look like feed you. So the ginkgo leaf looks like a brain, and so it feeds your brain. Or like red raspberry leaf. It's connected to the red raspberries, of course, and that boosts your blood flow. It literally red raspberries like on the plant, it looks like blood vessels. It's so cool. So yeah, nature is very easy with helping us with that. We just have to pay attention. We just have to learn. Like people have to teach. So I have a Q&A on here. So I'm gonna from my broadcast channel on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, go to Instagram. That's where I do most of my like talking. I have, of course my stories, but also I have a broadcast channel here. So they gave me the Q&A questions. So I was gonna tell them that I'm live. Hold on a second. Okay. But anyways, so yes, it's very cool. It's called Doctrine of Signatures. That's what it's called when something looks like something that it actually feeds and helps. It's called Doctrine of Signatures. It's just so cool. The earth is just, I mean, it's magnificent. So anyways, yeah, eat those healthy red foods. I'm trying to think of other stuff that's red that we don't tend to think about. But anyways, I think you got the gist. I think you got the gist of that. So okay, yeah. Good. So back to our of course. So this was a big one. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of digestive enzymes. I should have mentioned that when with the gut health, digestive enzymes are critical when it comes to digesting your food. Now, you can take like digestive enzyme pills, and basically they're powdered foods. So like pineapple or like just like things like that, like in fruits. So you can do that, or you can just eat the fruits as well. So or you can do both to help you. Because digestive enzymes start to decline in your 30s, and you need digestive enzymes break down things. Okay, that's like the whole thing of enzymes. it breaks down food. And so you need the enzymes to break down the food, because if you don't break down the food, it could get stuck, it can move slowly, and then it just throws off your entire system. It's crazy how this happens. So if you don't chew your food, because I saw someone say chewing your food is not necessary. I'm like, because I don't know. The issue with the internet is that it's information everywhere, and people kind of just like say stuff, and I get it. But you do have to be educated on certain things. So yes, chewing your food is necessary. That's why you have teeth. Okay. So chewing your food is necessary. And you also have enzymes. I'm sorry, that was funny. That was funny to me. Okay. You also have enzymes in your mouth, right? That are breaking down the food. So it starts in your mouth. You know what? Let's scratch all that. It doesn't even start in your mouth. It starts when you're like, dang, I'm hungry. I think I want some sushi. Okay. Then your body's like, this is how cool your body is. Okay. Then your brain is like, okay, stomach, she wants some sushi. And then your stomach prepares your your body to break down the sushi. Okay. So then by the time you eat the sushi, your stomach is already prepared. Your body is flowing, it's ready to go. So then you chew very good, because very well, because that's why you have teeth and you have enzymes in your mouth, right? The teeth are a part of the digestive system. Okay. And so you do all of that, and then it flows down, and then all these things happen. Like, your body is so cool, it's working it out, baby. So then it goes to your stomach, and then you have hydrochloric acid up in there. You have to make sure that that's good, that's in good quantity, to break it all down. So the enzymes are extremely important, because they are what's helping everything flow. Now, if you are not able to break down your food, y'all, then it gets stuck. It goes slower. It goes slower through your stomach, or it goes slower through your some small intestine, which is where it breaks down everything for real. And it's just like really absorbing. Then you start to absorb those nutrients, and then you get rid of the waste, right? If it's not flowing very well, it'll get stuck in a certain area, and then you won't be able to work effectively. Okay, you'll start having, I don't know, acid reflux. Like, it's just different things that could happen because things are not flowing how they need to flow. You'll get constipated if you are not pooping every day, y'all. That is key. I don't know why we feel like we have different schedules of poop. No, you do not. Okay. We are all humans. Okay. We all have the same systems. Okay. So that's very, very important. I see that too. Like, no, I don't poop this time. I'm on a different schedule. You're not. You're not on a different schedule. Your body needs to eliminate waste. To be honest, the most healthiest that you could be is to poop it after you eat. So you shouldn't even be really waiting. I know when I am on my stuff, like when I am, baby, I am making sure everything is done and I'm eating well. I am pooping very, very often. Okay. So I know we don't like to talk about poop. I don't like to talk about poop, but it's important because that's a clear indication. Look at it, make sure that it's good. That all leads you back to your male reproductive health. I mean, all of it. So yes, digestive enzymes are key because they decline in your 30s. So make sure that you are eating those fruits. Fruits and vegetables are what give you those enzymes. And so you're able to digest your food. Supplement with digestive enzymes. They come like a little pill. They're on Amazon. And you can take that before your meals, and that it will help you digest as well. Some of y'all are need to balance your system when it comes to digestive health. Digestive health is the biggest thing because male health is an issue, right? But it's mainly due to digestive issues. That's what's affecting your male health. I mean, completely. Okay. I don't bring that up as much because it's not as eye-catching on the shorts, but since we're here in long form, okay, digestive health is it. And then the next thing is your adrenals. So you're stressed